What happens to dividends when the stock market crashes? All right, let's do this. Hey, what's up, frugal people? My name is Andre Jick, and welcome to Money Monday. I'm happy to see everybody this fine Monday morning. In this video, I'm gonna be answering your frequently asked questions as well as buying a dividend stock later in the video so we can add it to our dividend growth portfolio so we can build that sweet passive income, because it's pretty much the only way you're gonna be able to quit your job by making money while you sleep, not actually working, and that is how it's done. This is what this video series is all about. So let's get started right now. This is my portfolio on the side. It actually dipped a little bit from last week, which is great news. I'm gonna explain why in a second, but first, I actually just returned to Las Vegas from Europe. I traveled all over Russia, bombed TV appearances, and that's true story. If you guys missed that video, it's actually really fun. As a result of my depression, I decided to make a music video, which also got demonetized. So let that be a lesson to everybody watching this. Let nothing stop you from chasing your dreams. So anyway, having said that, it was a super cool video that I wanted to make for a while, and yeah, go check it out. So full disclosure, guys, today's video is gonna be all in studio answering your questions because, hey, who would have thunk it? It's a lot easier to do this than my usual cinematic vlogs where I have drone shots, 360-degree hyperlapses, buttery smooth slow motion. Who would have thunk it? Huh. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go to Instagram right now and be sure to follow me because I post lots of cool stories. And I asked you guys to do an AMA, Ask Me Anything, where I'm gonna be answering the questions about the finance videos. So I pulled a little bit from the tubes, a little bit from the grams, and I'm gonna answer as many as possible. So let's get started right now. David Copperfield. So our first question comes from 2B6, who says, Robinhood is a garbage broker. Any self-respecting trader doesn't use them. Well, thankfully I have no self-respect or self-esteem, so Robinhood is a perfect platform for a guy like me. So moving on. We have Jenny M who asks, I'm new to the investing game. Just to clarify, if the market goes down enough, I can lose some of my principal? Is there a way to ensure that my principal will not be touched even if the market goes down? Well, Jenny, the answer to that could be summarized in a phrase which says, you can't have your cake and eat it too. In all seriousness, when you are investing, it is the nature of investing that you will be risking inherently some of your principal. Now, that will depend on what investment you are making, right? Like for example, if you invest into Bitcoin, it's like you buy it
and it's gone
instantaneously. So that is different fundamentally from, say, the stock market or blue chip stocks like companies like Disney or Coca-Cola or Berkshire Hathaway. These companies are massive, and even if they go down, that takes many months, perhaps even years, for it to really go down and disappear completely to zero. So yes, your principal investment is always going to be at risk because that's just the nature of investing. And I know of no investment vehicles that do not risk your principal at all, other than maybe like bonds. So moving on. Next question we have from Duquetti? Okay. Can someone school me and tell me, simple and plain, how do I turn nothing into something? What? Something from nothing. Pretty cool. If you guys want to learn that video is called How to Vanish Like a Pro. But you know what? If that's not good enough for you, then that's also another thing you can learn I haven't taught. Next up we have Daniel Space, who says, what a newbie vortex. Damn, Daniel, thanks for the added value. Everyone needed that one. Next up we have the Pixel Fan who says, you're doomed when the stock market's about to crash. The crypto bull run has begun. 5 to 10% gains every day. So I don't know if that's a question, but if crypto goes to the moon, it's great because in my last video, I made a video where I thought that Bitcoin was going to $1 million within the next 5 years, which I wholeheartedly believe. See you guys, I think I've lost just 90% of you, but for the rest of you guys that are still here. The other question that we have from Blue Lemonade says, what if dividend stocks plunge? And this is a great question. This is where we get to the heart of dividend investing. This is why I love dividend investing. And this is not something that YouTubers really talk about. I wholeheartedly believe that investing, like the other half of it, other than the analytical stuff, is all emotional. And it's all how you are as a person, right? For example, I used to do index funds. So I had my money, about $20,000 into an index fund. And I kept it there for a year. And in that year, my money went from $20,000 to like $23,000. And then that 1 week after that, it just plunged and I was minus $1,000 for my principal. So I was worth $19,000. And for whatever reason, that 1 week, I was so depressed. Holy crap, I just lost a year's worth of progress in 1 week, right? Like that's how we think. And no matter how you are as a person, if you're cool, calm, and collected, and chill as a cucumber, it does not matter when it comes to your money, because when you see your money go down, it's disappointing, it's frustrating, right? So you have to master your mental game. And that is why I love dividend investing, because this is what happens when the stock market crashes. In my portfolio right here, that's worth 180 something thousand dollars, if it like gets cut in half, for example, and now it's worth $90,000. Normally, if I was an index fund person, or if I was just investing in growth companies, I would just be depressed. Like, imagine 5 years of progress lost in a downturn. That's crazy. With dividends, I'm gonna be actually relatively happy, because every month I get paid roughly $550. Now, in an economic collapse, some of them will probably cut their dividends, but most of them will still keep the dividends at the same pace. And so I will still get roughly $500 a month. Now that $500 a month is gonna have so much more purchasing power in a downturn than they do today. Thing is when my portfolio is worth less and all the stocks are cheap, that's when wealth is built. That's when you can build a passive income source that is going to have much more purchasing power in the future when it's crashed. In fact, I know that a stock crash is coming. Every 10 years we're due for a correction. The last correction was in 2008. So 2008 plus 10, 2018, we're due for a correction any moment now. In fact, I'm gonna demonstrate that right now. I'm gonna show you guys right now how powerful dividends are. So check this out. I'm gonna look at my email. Let's see. I have an email saying that I got a raise from Kinder Morgan for $12, a 25% increase. Went from 20 cents to 25 cents per share. As a result, that increased my dividend yearly payout $12. Okay, not much. I'm gonna get to it though. That's not the only company though. So we also got Travelers Insurance, got 6.5% increase to pay out from 77 cents to 82 cents per share. Then my annual income is expected to increase $3 as a result. Next up, I got a raise from 1OK, which announced a 0.58% dividend increase, which is very small, but the payout went from 0.86 to 0.865. My expected annual incomes increased $1 annually as a result. Okay, not much. Keep going though. Enbridge. I got Enbridge, again, another $1. Next up, we have Cullen/Frost Bankers announced a 6% increased dividend, raising payout from 67 cents a share to 71 cents a share, which increased my annual income to $2 more. Johnson & Johnson announced a 5.6% increase, raising from 90 cents to 95 cents. Annual income is expected to increase $14 as a result. Next up, we have W.W. Granger, Hermione Granger. So they increased their annual income 5.9%, which is $1.36 to $1.44 a share. Annual expected $2 increase. ExxonMobil increased 6.1% from 82 cents to 87 cents per share. That's again increased $3 as a result. Next up, we have Apple, who increased 5.5% from 73 cents to 77 cents per share, increasing the annual income $5. All of those increases, by the way, happened in the first 3 months of this year. $43 in the first 3 months. How much money do you have to have invested to make $43 in dividends per year? Okay, so let's calculate that. 43 equals 0.04 of what? So we divide 43 by 0.04 and we get $1,075. I got increases as much as initiating $1,075 into a 4% stock, dividend stock basically. So in the 3 months, the first 3 months, I did nothing. And just by way of a snowball effect, my dividend companies in total, just for the first 3 months, and they're gonna continue to do so, I got the equivalent of $1,075. That's insane, like just because I had companies already paying me. And that is powerful, which means, imagine when the economy collapses, yes, those dividends might not be as big in the increase department, but the monthly payments are still going to continue rolling in, which I'm also going to continue to reinvest back into themselves, creating more and more of a snowball effect. And that is extremely powerful, not only on a technical level, not only on a long-term level, but also on a mental level. I can go to sleep easily knowing that I have the best strategy that fits me. Okay guys, so with that said, that is how powerful dividends are. So I'm gonna interrupt this video briefly and buy the stock of the week right now. So let's go into Robinhood and let's look up the next stock that I want to buy, which is ticker symbol EMN. So that is Eastman Chemical, and they have a really great kind of valuation. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make a how to analyze stocks video yet. I have a lot to catch up on. So anyway, I'm gonna give you guys a quick list of statistics right here. Their effective dividend yield right now is 3.15%, which is really, really solid. I like 3%. They've been growing their dividends for the last 9 years, and their 5-year growth rate has been 12.97%, which is super solid. Their payout ratio is also very low at 30%. This time I'm gonna do a limit order, not a market buy. So I'm gonna hit limit, and I'm gonna buy for, let's say, $71.22, which sounds good. Continue, market hours only, sure. 1 p.m. tomorrow sounds good. And I'm gonna buy, I have $360 available. I'm gonna buy just 2 shares, which is 140. Actually, you know what, let's do 3 shares. I'm gonna initiate a position for 3 shares, $213, hit review, swipe up, and we're good. And that is what I have done, guys, for the last, I don't know how many years, 8 years now? All right, so that's it for today's video, guys. Hope you got some value out of it. I apologize, no drone shots, no crazy cinematic storytelling, but again, hope you got something out of it. I certainly have, and I have to go and watch Game of Thrones because today is Sunday, even though this is posted on Monday. I already know the season finale, how it's gonna end, because Reddit spoils everything, but maybe it won't be the same way. I hope Tyrion lives. Go Team Tyrion. Love you guys, and see you guys all very soon. Peace out.